Hello AC Universe, and welcome to Canada Crossing. Today, we're going to do something a little different. Apparently, if you make Animal Crossing content on YouTube, you are required by law to produce a tier list video. So, it's my turn. I have to do it. I've been forced to, against my will, but here we go. I've decided to choose to do the one that goes by species because I don't want to rank all the villagers because we would be here all day. I am going to talk about a bunch of them as I rank them because I think that's only fair. It's also quite unfair to judge a whole species by one or two, characters, but we're going to do what we can, and I'm going to try to do it alphabetical, and I'm going to look at the list of all the villagers in that species as I talk about them so I can make the best informed decision. So without any more chattering, let's get started. So starting off alphabetically, we're going to start with alligators. I am not a fan, I'll be honest. The only alligator that isn't that bad. Well, there's Gale is okay. I've had Gale briefly once. And I don't mind Boots, actually. I don't like the outfit they put Boots in. It's kind of ridiculous, but if you were to give him new clothes, I think he's actually not that bad. And there's not one that's like disgusting that I would never have on my island. So I'm gonna say they're fine. I think that's fair. Moving right along alphabetically, we have the anteaters. I am also not a fan of them. I've had Pango, I think, briefly once, and I think I had Snooty briefly once, but they didn't last very long. I do not like Olaf. I do not like Cyrano. I don't like Annalisa, and I don't like Annabelle. Antonio's pretty cool, though, I have to say. So overall, that's quite a few I don't really like, so I'm going to give it a meh. Okay, so we have the bears. I also generally not a fan. There are two I really like, Grizzly and Teddy, but the rest, Megan's okay too, so that's three. I do not like Ursula. I do not like Tutu. I do not like Pinky. I do not like Paula. I do not like Nate. Klaus, no. What is going on there? Ike too. Ike's Groucho, no. Kurt, no. Chow, no. Charlize, no. And Beardo. I'm going to go because of Grizzly and Teddy and Megan. I'll give them just a meh. Then we have the birds. I don't love the birds either. I really like Anchovy. I had him on my first island. He's got a really cool house. I think he's really kind of fun. But besides that, they really don't do anything for me. I don't hate them. There's not one that's extremely ugly or anything. Anchovy's really cool. Mitch is kind of cute. Piper's actually not too bad looking. I'll give them a fine. They can have a pass because there's a couple okay ones. Coming up next, we have the bulls. Yeah, no. Get off my island. I don't like any of them. Sorry. Sorry to all the bull fans out there. Cats. Without question, I think this is obvious to anyone. The cats, they did the cats well in this game, even though some of them with hair are not my favorite, or helmets. I'm looking at you, Kid Cat. I don't like the villager with helmets, but I mean, come on. Mary, Mitzi, Raymond, Olivia, Punchy, if it's classic. Rosie is cute, Rudy is cute, Tangy, Tom. I mean, we could go on and on. Anka, Bob, of course. Yeah, they are top of the top as far as villagers are concerned. Then we have the chickens. So here's a funny thing with the chickens. I hated the chickens when I first started playing this game. I hated them all. There wasn't one redeeming thing about the chickens. And then I found the more you play, you kind of, I don't want to say you get sick of like the classics, like the cats, the deer, the dogs, all the rabbits, the pig, like, but then you start to look at like, I don't know, it's almost like you get bored of having the same type of species on your island. And then I was starting to play with toying with the idea of getting some of the chickens. Like Ava is really cute. I think there's something redeeming about Brofina. Eggbird is kind of cute. Goose is kind of cute. Ken is actually really cool looking. I actually had him once. I had Plucky once. You know what? I can't believe I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna say they're fine. They've grown on me. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Next up, we have the cows. Now, I was searching for Tipper. There's only 4 cows, so I mean, Naomi is obviously a write-off, but the other 3 are actually pretty cute. I did a villager hunt for Tipper. I never found her to begin with. I'm gonna say they're great. I really like Tipper. I really like Norma. Even Patty, if you get her out of that dress into some like more appropriate clothing, she's actually cute. So I'm gonna say they're great, which is kind of surprising me, but we're gonna go for it. Okay, then we have the Cubs. I'll be honest, there's quite a few that I don't care for in the Cubs, especially as I'm looking for the list. I don't care for Tammy, Pudge. Poncho's kind of okay. Murphy's not my favorite. Cody's not my favorite. Chester. Beryl. Even though there's a lot of hype over Blue Bear, I don't know, she's not really one of my favorites either. But I do like Judy. I like June. I like Maple. Marty's cute. Olive's cute. Stitches, of course, is adorable. So I think I'm gonna go great. You know, I was almost thinking I was gonna put them as best of the best, but they've got a few members that are bringing them down. So I think we're gonna have to be more realistic and put them under great. Then we have the deer. I think I'd be shocked if anyone did not put the deer as best of the best. I mean, I think I've had them all besides Bam on my island at one point or the other. I've had Zell when I first started. I had Lopez at the start of my current island. I had Fuchsia on New Leaf. I don't think I ever had her on New Horizons. Fauna just left Fire Cove. I still have Eric on Fire Cove. Diana I've had on almost every island I've ever had at one point or the other. Deidre was one of my starters on my latest island. And Bruce, I had Bruce on Fire Cove, I had Bo on Fire Cove, and yeah, so just not Bam. I love them. I think they're one of the best designed villagers. They're definitely best of the best, for sure. Then we have the dogs. The dogs are another great species in Animal Crossing, but also, you know, you got to judge the whole lineup. There's a couple that to me are not top tier, like Benjamin, Biscuit, Marcel. Yeah. I think Walker is really underrated. Same with Shep. Even Portia the Dalmatian, she's adorable. Maddie B is really cute. Lucky, of course. Daisy I've had many times. Cookie, Cherry, Butch, all adorable. So I think we're gonna be great, but they've got, come on, Marcel is bringing them down for sure. For sure. Then we have the ducks. So I'm hovering between best of the best and great with the ducks. So let me explain why. I think that the ducks are either really cute or I don't know, or any really bad. There's just some that are like meh. Like Quilson is not one of my favorites. Miranda, Mallory, Male. But then you look at like Joey and Ketchup and Molly, Bill, and it's like, okay, those villages are... Weber is one of my new favorites, and Scoot as well. it's almost like those ones are so good that they're pulling them up to best of the best. So I think we're gonna go best of the best. Ducks are, yeah, best of the best. Then we go to the eagles. I am also not a fan of the eagles. I think the ones that are too big just sometimes look really funny, especially when they put clothes on them, which of course you don't want a bunch of naked villagers running around your island. But eagles look really funny with clothes on. I don't know. I don't know. But there's none that are like scary, hideous. They're just like meh. Apollo brings up the species for sure. I really like Apollo. If I was ever gonna have an eagle, it would be Apollo for sure. All right, and then we have the elephants. So the elephants have some hits and misses as well. I really love Tia and Dizzy and Chai, of course. I actually don't mind Sid either, the newer elephant they added for New Horizons. I had him briefly on one of my islands, and he's actually got a really cool house and just kind of cool coloring, but they're kind of meh to me. I don't know if that's going to be controversial, and I apologize because I know the elephants have a lot of fans, but they just have too many kind of meh ones that are just, they don't do it for me. So anyways, next up we have the frogs. I really like a lot of the frogs, but I also really do not like a lot of the frogs. Cousteau, Croak, Diva, like there's enough of the weird ones, Gigi, that are really bringing the frogs down. I really like Wart Jr., Tad's cute. Ratty with the face mask, no, thank you. Puddles is not even one of my favorites either. I know she's a favorite of a bunch of people. No, not for me. I love Lily, I love Henry, I love Jeremiah. I even have a soft spot for Jambette because she was on my first ever island. But really, I don't think we can... Oh, Camo Frog is amazing. I think we're gonna put them as fine. I don't know. That's a tough one for me because there's some really strong ones and there's some really, really weak ones. Next up, we're gonna go to the goats. The goats to me are great. I don't even have to think about that. The couple ones that are not great are maybe Kid and Gruff, but even at that, they're not horrible. But I love Billy and Chevre. Sherb is one of my favorites I've had on multiple islands. Nan's really cute. Pashmina's really cute. So I think they're great. We definitely love the goats. The gorillas. Yep. That's the end of that story. Then we have the hamsters. I don't love the hamsters either. I think they could have been really cute, but they really dropped the ball. I enjoy Graham. I think he's cute, and Apple, but that's about it. So if I put elephants in meh, I gotta put the hamsters in meh as well. Flurry's kind of cute too, but even his eyebrows are kind of weird. All right, now we're at the hippos. Bye. I don't think I've ever had a hippo on my island, and I don't ever intend to. That's that. All right, horses. Horses, again, for me, are hit or miss. I really like Roscoe is one of my favorite characters. My favorite crankies, I should say. Renee is one of my favorite sisterlies. And of course, Julian is gorgeous, great smug villager. But the rest to me are kind of eek. So I think, given them, I'm going to do a complex math calculation. So the pluses and the minuses are going to give us a fine, I think. There, again, I find the taller, bigger villagers kind of hard. But, you know, kangaroos, no, sorry. Not interested in any of them. Koalas. Koalas are ones that I kind of grew on. They were not my favorites when I first started. But I've had Ozzy, who I think was adorable. I don't think I've ever had Melba, but I've seen her. She's gorgeous. Lyman is really cute. Gonzo, Eugene. There's enough kind of good ones. I'm actually going to give them a grade. But Canberra? No thanks. Oh, Alice is really cute too. I have her in my Wild World town. Lions. Goodbye. Monkeys. I know some people like some of the monkeys. I do not. I'm gonna say get off my island. I had Elise, the one with the glasses. I had her on my island, my first ever island, and she actually grew on me quite a bit. But I think it was just there's something about the Snooty personalities that I really like. I can't explain it. I know they're not very popular, but I don't know. I kind of maybe I'm Snooty. I don't know, but I really enjoy them. We're gonna move on to the mice. No, I don't like any of them. I'm gonna be honest. There's a couple like Anacotti and Patina that almost I mix up because they look so similar. Greta, Limburg. I had Limburg once. No. Moose. No. I'm sorry. No. Octopus. There's only 3. I think they're great. I'll be honest. I do like them. I had Marina for quite some time. I have Zucker in my New Leaf town. I've never had Octavian, but I actually think he's kind of cute. I don't think they're the best of the best, but maybe if there was more of them, that we could judge them better. But I think they're great. Moving on alphabetically, we have the Ostrich. The Ostriches are hit or miss as well, but there's again no really ugly one. Sprocket maybe. Sandy's kind of weird. Queenie is one of my favorite villagers. Phoebe is beautiful. Phil is fine. Julie is really pretty. Gladys is fine. Flora. Cranston is cool. Blanche I had as well. So I'm gonna give them a fine overall because there's no like really standout amazing one either. But there's no like hideous one. So I think a fine is a fair assessment. Penguins, I'm gonna give the best of the best. I really like the penguins. Aurora, I think, is so cute. Cube is cute. Flo was my first ever villager on New Horizons. Flo, my first sisterly. I have a place in my heart for her. Frigga and Gwen, I don't know. I mix them up, but I mean they're not hideous. They just look like twins. Iggly is really cute. Sprinkle, I love. Rolled, I love. Wade is Wade is so underrated. I think Wade is one of the cutest villagers in the whole game. So I'm sorry, they're top tier. They're best of the best to me. Pigs. This is going to be a tricky one because I think there's some amazing pigs. I love Agnes and Gala. I think Lucy's really cute. I think Kevin's actually really cute too. Kevin was with Flo were my 2 first villagers on my first ever island, so they have a special place in my heart. But then you have Truffles and Spork and Rasher, Panchetti even, Maggie, who's our pitcher here. She's cute. I won't put her in the bad column. Hugh is kind of meh to me. Curly is kind of meh. Then Cobb and Chops and Boris. It's too bad because there's some really cute ones, but the bad ones are so bad that we're bringing it right down to meh. I'm sorry to you pigs that are really good pigs, but the bad ones are literally maybe some of the worst villagers in this game. So it's bringing the whole species down to meh. Next up, we have rabbits. Here's also something controversial. I don't really care for the rabbits in this game. I know a lot of people like them. To me, none of them are outstanding. I don't know. I just think they're kind of poorly designed. And the ones I kind of like are the ones probably that are not very popular. Like, to me, Tiffany, I think is so funny in a weird way that there's something about her that I really actually enjoy. Almost ironically, I don't know, I can't explain it. But the rest Bunny, who's the pitcher here, is probably the cutest rabbit in the whole game. Cole is cute too, but they gave Cole, I call it a meat dress, but it's actually the orange dress. I don't know. I don't understand that. If you watched my video where I was trying to dress up the villagers in better clothes and make them cuter, he was a perfect example. He's actually a cute villager, but they put him in this meat dress, for lack of a better word. And yeah, I just don't understand what they were thinking. There's Francine and Chrissy. Okay, they're kind of cute, and Coco's kind of sometimes cute, sometimes creepy, but I'm really sorry to do this. I gotta give them a meh. Meh. Next we have the Rhinos. I was kind of struggling with this one because traditionally they're not my favorite. But really when I think about it, the only one there's two that I don't care for is Rhonda and Spike. Tank is okay, he's just kind of plain Jane. Renee, I actually have Renee on my current island of Fire Cove, and her house is so cute. It's purple and pink and white, and it's in my summer side of my island. And it's just so pretty, and it fits in there so well. And actually, she's kind of growing on me having her around on the island, and I don't think she's that bad. Meringue is adorable, and Hornsby is such a cutie, so I can't believe I'm going to do this, but am I putting rhinos above rabbits and pigs and hamsters? Oh, that's going to be... Oof. That's going to be weird, isn't it? That seems... Maybe I got to give them a meh, because I can't put them above rabbits and pigs. Yeah, that one's not sitting well with me, but we're gonna have to go along. Sheep, right up to great. There's a couple that brings it down from best to the best, but actually the sheep are one of the ones that have grown on me a lot. We have Barbara, who is fine. Cashmere to me is one of the ones bringing it down. Cashmere and Curlos are the two that kind of bring the whole species down. But like Dom is adorable, Eunice is adorable, Frida's cute, Muffy has just blown up in the AC community, and she seems to be one of the favorite sisterly villagers out there right now. She's got a really cool house, and she's just the colors, that deep purple she has and those blue eyes. She's everywhere. Pietro, I actually adore. Stella is cute. Even Timber is okay. Vesta is really cute. Wendy I've had before. Willow is another one who I think is really underrated. She's got that bright yellow and pink. And of course then we added Etoile. So, I mean, to me it's just those couple that are keeping it from best to the best, but they're great for sure. I really like the sheep. Next up, the squirrel. Love the squirrels. They are absolutely the best of the best. Blair, Callie, Caroline, Filbert's cute, Hazel with the unibrow, love her. Marshall's on my island right now, adore him. Mint is so cute. Nibbles I've had before, cute. Peanut is cute. Pecan, Poppy, even Ricky, who's like this angry little squirrel, is actually really cute. Sally, Sheldon too, I had Sheldon once too, he's really cute. Static for a cranky as well, he's really cute. I have Sylvana on one of my islands. I have Tasha on my other island. So again, the squirrels are, no surprise here, the squirrels are best of the best. Tigers. I'm gonna say get off my island. I had Bianca, was my first ever Peppy. So I kind of have, again, you know, those first 10 you have on your first ever island just kind of stick with you. And even the ones you think you hate, when they all leave, all of a sudden you're like, I really miss those original 10 villagers I had on my first ever island. But you can never get that back. And, well, I mean, I guess you could bring them all back, so I don't know what I'm saying. But, so I kind of, you know, I kind of enjoy her, and I kind of... that, but the rest of them are so bad, and even I don't know that I would ever really want Bianca back per se. So to me it's get off my island. Alright, and lastly we have the wolves. Now I don't I don't know. I don't love any. I love Dobie. I think he's really cute. Whitney's kind of pretty. I think Sky is kind of funny looking if you really look at her. But overall, I guess I would give them a fine. To me, they're nothing extraordinary, but there's nothing completely hideous about them either. So yeah, so here's my list. I guess I think very few are best of the best. I don't know how to take that. It's kind of surprising me now that I'm looking at it. Overall, I kind of think it was maybe a little harsh on like the pigs and the rabbits, but like the bad pigs are really, really bad. Like really bad. Like I'm looking at you, Rasher and Chops. And the rabbits, I kind of feel bad. They could be back up to fine. I'm kind of thinking if I were to move one, it might be the rabbits up to fine. Let's move the rabbits up to fine. Now I'm starting to feel bad. But I stand by the rest. I think without question, everybody can agree that the lions and the hippo, the gorilla, the bulls, the monkeys for the most part. I think some people might argue with me with the mice and the tigers, but the bears, but Grizzly is really cute, and Teddy, come on, Megan. So I'm looking at this, and sometimes I'm concerned, but overall I'm gonna stand by this list and stamp it and approved, and we are good to move on with the world and life. Anyway, thank you for spending some fun time with me here at Canada Crossing. We will get back to more actual speed builds and content like that in the future, but I thought this would be a fun break from the regular, and like I said, it is required by law, by Animal Crossing law, to do at least one tier list. So thanks for spending time with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.